as you can see, a giant sinkhole here, caused by a culvert in this ditch here that's failing. It's rusted and eroded. I've tried contacting the district and the town. Nobody's really giving me any answers, and they're saying that it's our responsibility to fix the culvert. And on the town's website, if you look at culverts, it does state that regardless if it's a private culvert or not, it is the town's responsibility to maintain and repair any culvert, especially going under somebody's driveway. So again, I understand that it's a district issue and not the town, but I just feel like that they should still be, taking care of their residents. And this is an awfully big responsibility to put on a homeowner.
District of Muskoka Commissioner of Engineering James Steele responded to Your TV's questions on this culvert concern and essentially told us the biggest problem is who is responsible for this repair.
One of the things that we do when we get these types of concern is to really look at, do we have obligations to manage them? This is complicated because it's private infrastructure on private property. Generally speaking, the district isn't responsible for that, but we want to make sure that if we are, that if there was some legal agreement or some obligation through a negotiated settlement or something like that we can find, then absolutely, if we're responsible, we'll go in and do what we said we were going to do. The challenge is that we don't have that yet, and we've yet to find it. And so we just need to be sure that we're good stewards of public funds. And what that means is making sure that if it is something that we're responsible for, that we manage it. But if it's not, then perhaps we have to give that bad news to the property owner.
And for Hayter, the idea of fixing this alone is not one that she and her husband would be able to afford.
I was told that something of this size would be pretty significant. It would probably, to repair the whole culvert, would probably be upwards of $100,000, which I do not have. To fill it in, I've asked the question, if it's my responsibility, can I fill it in? This ditch here will flood if that happens, because it is a storm drain that takes in a significant amount of the town's water runoff and this whole street. So, I don't also want to make my neighbors unhappy if the road floods. So that's not really a feasible route, I don't think, but it's more cost effective for us. If that is what we have to do, then that might be the answer. Yeah. If we fill it in, this ditch will flood because it is like a creek running through it, and the big culvert that's running under the road brings in all the water. That's not our water.